Hey there, cat lovers! Today, we're diving into a super important topic that every cat owner needs to know about: foods you should absolutely never feed your cat. Understanding these dangerous foods could literally save your feline friend's life, so stick around to keep your furry companions safe and healthy. Alright, let's kick things off with a big one that might surprise some people: chocolate. It's a treat that many of us love and enjoy, but it's crucial to remember that what brings us joy can be absolutely dangerous for our feline friends. This isn't just about being cautious, it's about understanding a real threat to your cat's health. Chocolate contains a compound called theobromine, which cats simply cannot process effectively. This chemical is similar to caffeine and acts as a stimulant, but while humans can metabolize it relatively quickly, cats process it much more slowly, allowing it to build up to toxic levels in their system. Even small amounts can trigger a cascade of serious symptoms including vomiting, diarrhea, increased thirst, and hyperactivity that can make your cat extremely uncomfortable. These symptoms typically appear within a few hours of ingestion and can persist for several days, during which your cat will be in significant distress. The real danger lies in how theobromine affects both the central nervous system and cardiovascular system. In severe cases, chocolate poisoning can escalate to seizures, dangerous heart arrhythmias, and even death. Here's something many cat owners don't realize. Dark chocolate and baking chocolate are the most dangerous because they contain the highest concentrations of theobromine. However, even milk chocolate can be harmful, especially for smaller cats or if consumed in larger quantities. The rule is simple: the higher the cocoa content, the more theobromine it contains, making it exponentially more toxic. So, no matter how much your kitty begs with those adorable eyes, remember that chocolate is a hard and fast no for cats. Always keep chocolate products securely stored out of reach, and make sure to educate family members and visitors about the dangers it poses to our furry companions. If you suspect your cat has ingested any amount of chocolate, contact your veterinarian immediately. Time is critical in these situations. Next up, we're tackling a couple of sneaky culprits that might be lurking in your everyday cooking: onions and garlic. These common kitchen staples contain sulfur compounds called thiosulfates that can cause serious damage to your cat's red blood cells, leading to a condition called hemolytic anemia. When cats consume onions or garlic, these compounds attach to their red blood cells and cause them to rupture. This destruction of red blood cells means your cat's body can't carry oxygen effectively, resulting in anemia. The symptoms of this condition include lethargy, weakness, pale gums, rapid breathing, and in severe cases, collapse. What makes onions and garlic particularly dangerous is that they're toxic in all forms: raw, cooked, powdered, or dried. Even small amounts consumed regularly can cause cumulative damage over time. This means that feeding your cat table scraps containing these ingredients, even occasionally, can pose a serious health risk. If you suspect your cat has ingested onions or garlic in any form, contact your veterinarian immediately. Always store these ingredients securely out of their reach, and be mindful of foods that might contain them as ingredients, such as baby food, soups, or seasoning mixes. Alright, this one should be a no-brainer, but it's worth emphasizing: alcohol is extremely dangerous for cats. Even the tiniest amount can cause severe intoxication in our feline friends because their bodies are much smaller than ours and they lack the enzymes necessary to process alcohol efficiently. Alcohol poisoning in cats can manifest as stumbling, disorientation, vomiting, and difficulty breathing. In more severe cases, it can progress to tremors, seizures, coma, and even death. The effects can occur rapidly, sometimes within just 30 minutes of ingestion. Be extra careful with sweet-smelling alcoholic drinks like cocktails, wine, or flavored spirits, which can be particularly tempting for curious cats. Even seemingly innocent items like vanilla extract, which contains alcohol, can pose a risk. If you suspect your cat has ingested any amount of alcohol, this constitutes a veterinary emergency. Contact your veterinarian or emergency animal hospital immediately. Let's talk about another stimulant that poses a significant threat to our feline friends: caffeine. Found in coffee, tea, energy drinks, and even some medications, caffeine affects cats much more severely than it affects humans. Their bodies process caffeine much more slowly, allowing it to accumulate to dangerous levels. Even a small amount of caffeine can cause rapid breathing, heart palpitations, restlessness, and hyperactivity in cats. More severe symptoms include tremors, seizures, and potentially fatal heart arrhythmias. The danger isn't just in the obvious sources. Be mindful of coffee grounds, used tea bags, and energy drink spills that curious cats might investigate. Cats are naturally curious creatures, so don't underestimate their ability to get into things they shouldn't. Store coffee products, tea bags, and energy drinks securely out of reach, and clean up any spills immediately. If you suspect your cat has ingested caffeine in any form, contact your veterinarian immediately. Okay, this one often surprises people because grapes and raisins seem so innocent. Grapes and raisins can cause sudden kidney failure in cats. While the exact mechanism isn't fully understood, these tiny fruits contain compounds that can be extremely toxic to feline kidneys. What's particularly concerning is that even a single grape or raisin can be toxic to some cats, and there's no way to predict which cats will be affected or how severely. The symptoms of grape or raisin toxicity include vomiting, diarrhea, lethargy, and decreased urination, which can progress to complete kidney failure. Play it safe and keep grapes and raisins well away from your furry friend. This includes being vigilant about snacks, baked goods, trail mixes, and any other foods that might contain these ingredients. Even grape juice or products flavored with grapes should be avoided. Let's debunk a common misconception that's been perpetuated by countless movies and cartoons: the image of a cat happily lapping up a saucer of milk. While it might seem like a classic and endearing scene, the reality is far from this idyllic picture. The truth is that many adult cats are lactose intolerant and can't properly digest lactose, the sugar found in milk and dairy products. This happens because most cats lose the ability to produce lactase, the enzyme needed to break down lactose, after they're weaned from their mother's milk. When lactose-intolerant cats consume dairy products, it can lead to a range of uncomfortable digestive issues including diarrhea, vomiting, gas, and abdominal pain. These symptoms can make your feline friend quite miserable and can sometimes be mistaken for other health problems. To keep your cat healthy and happy, it's best to stick to cat-specific treats and foods that are specially formulated to meet their dietary needs without causing digestive distress. There are plenty of other ways to show your cat love without risking their digestive health. Spend quality time playing with them, offer them appropriate toys, and give them lots of affection. Your cat will appreciate these gestures much more than a saucer of milk that might make them sick. Eggs can be a nutritional powerhouse for humans, but you should avoid giving raw eggs to your cat. Raw eggs pose multiple risks that many cat owners aren't aware of. First, they can harbor dangerous bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli, which can cause severe food poisoning in cats just as they can in humans. Additionally, raw egg whites contain a protein called avidin, which interferes with the absorption of biotin, an important B vitamin. Biotin deficiency can lead to skin problems, hair loss, and other health issues that can significantly impact your cat's quality of life. However, this doesn't mean eggs are completely off limits. Cooked eggs can actually be a healthy treat in moderation, providing valuable protein and nutrients that cats can benefit from. Just remember to cook them thoroughly without any added seasonings, oils, or butter, which can be harmful to cats. While cats are often associated with loving fish, raw fish can pose serious risks to our feline friends that many owners don't consider. Raw fish can contain harmful bacteria like Salmonella and various parasites that can cause severe illness in cats. Perhaps more importantly, raw fish contains an enzyme called thiamines, which destroys thiamine, an essential B vitamin that cats need for proper neurological function. Thiamine deficiency can lead to serious neurological problems, including loss of coordination, seizures, and other potentially irreversible complications. Some cats who consume raw fish regularly can develop what's known as fish disease or thiamine deficiency syndrome. This condition can be particularly dangerous because the symptoms may not appear immediately, allowing the deficiency to progress to a serious stage before being detected. Stick to commercially prepared cat food that meets all of your cat's nutritional needs, and avoid raw fish altogether. If you want to give your catfish as a treat, opt for cooked fish that's been prepared without seasonings or oils. Here's something that might seem obvious but bears repeating. Feeding your cat dog food is a big mistake. While both are pet foods, cats and dogs have vastly different nutritional requirements, and dog food simply isn't formulated to meet a cat's specific needs. Cats are obligate carnivores, meaning they require certain nutrients that can only be found in animal tissue. One of the most critical of these is taurine, an amino acid that's essential for heart function, vision, and reproduction in cats. Dog food typically doesn't contain adequate levels of taurine because dogs can synthesize this amino acid on their own. Feeding your cat dog food long-term can lead to serious nutritional deficiencies, particularly in taurine, which can result in dilated cardiomyopathy, retinal degeneration, and reproductive problems. Even short-term feeding of dog food isn't ideal because it doesn't provide the right balance of nutrients that cats need to thrive. Despite what you might see in cartoons, bones are a definite no-go for cats. While it might seem natural to give cats bones, they actually pose multiple serious risks that far outweigh any potential benefits. Chewing on bones can cause choking, especially with smaller bones that can become lodged in your cat's throat. Bones can also splinter, creating sharp fragments that can cause blockages in the digestive tract or puncture the stomach or intestines, leading to life-threatening internal injuries. Raw bones carry the additional risk of harboring harmful bacteria that can make your cat seriously ill. Even large bones that seem safe can cause dental damage if your cat chews on them too aggressively. Instead of bones, stick to cat-safe toys and treats that are specifically designed to satisfy your cat's natural urge to chew. There are plenty of commercially available options that provide the same satisfaction without the risks. It's worth noting that some cat owners have successfully maintained their cat's health for many years with consistent diets and care routines. The key to feline longevity often lies in consistency, quality nutrition, and avoiding the dangerous foods we've discussed. Cats that live 15 to 17 years typically benefit from stable diets, regular veterinary care, and owners who are educated about potential hazards. Many cats also thrive when they continue eating the same high-quality food they received at shelters or from reputable breeders. The important thing is ensuring that whatever diet you choose meets all of your cat's nutritional needs while avoiding the dangerous foods we've covered. Thanks for taking the time to learn about these important safety measures for your cat. Understanding what foods can be harmful to cats is one of the most important things you can do as a responsible pet owner. By being aware of these potential dangers, you can help ensure that your furry friend lives a long, healthy, and happy life. Remember, when it comes to your cat's safety, it's always better to err on the side of caution. If you're ever unsure about whether a particular food is safe for your cat, consult with your veterinarian before offering it. A little knowledge and prevention can go a long way in avoiding accidents and keeping your pet safe. Your cat depends on you to make the right choices for their health and well-being. By avoiding these dangerous foods and sticking to high-quality, cat-appropriate nutrition, you're giving your feline companion the best chance at a healthy, happy life. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe to our channel and share this video with other cat owners who could benefit from this knowledge. Together, we can help keep more cats safe and healthy. See you next time, and give your cat an extra cuddle from us.